Always.
Somebody that loves this as much as me means the world, bro. Let's go put on a show for him tomorrow, man.
What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So the bodybuilding fans around the world, they are desperately waiting for the finals of Prague Pro tonight after witnessing an awesome battle last night at the prejudging. So it's crystal clear that Samson Dauda and Martin, they are the top two after the prejudging. But the fans are kind of divided on who actually won the prejudging, with most of the people out there kind of inclining towards Samson Dauda, and that is mainly because the improvements that Samson was able to make in the past couple of weeks after the Olympia this year, they were kind of insane, especially in terms of size. He was looking so much bigger, so much rounder, and he had that crazy pop on him. But Martin, on the other hand, he showed up even better here compared to what we saw from him at the Olympia a couple of weeks back. Definitely the best peaked athlete on that Prague Pro stage last night. But the fact is, this is open bodybuilding we are talking about. And you just cannot ignore the size that a guy like Samson Dauda has. Now, I disagree with the people saying that this is the best Samson they have ever seen. The fact is, the Olympia 2024 version of Samson, the physique that he brought at the Olympia that year, the one that got him the Olympia title, that was a lot better than this one, because he was in a bad condition. But this is also one hell of a physique, one hell of a package by Samson. Big, round, full, which made him look so unique on the stage. So how does Samson feel after the prejudging? Well, extremely satisfied, and rightfully so with this look. So this was a big risk that Samson took after the Olympia. But this is the confidence booster that Samson needed after what happened at the Olympia this year, and to end the season on a high note.
Guys, so just wrapped up prejudging, and yes, that was good, right there, front and center, middle row, first call out, man, that was good, man, that was good, we really enjoyed that, and yeah, feedback from that one has been really good, and I'm really pleased with that. So thank the ladies first and foremost, man, the head coach that turned this around from literally on our flight from Vegas. I said, look, I want to jump the Prague stage, and she was able to get me back to the best look I can bring to the stage at this point. And yeah, man, first and foremost, thank you, baby.
The job is not done yet.
The job is not done yet, but already we're halfway through, but already that was a really, really good look, man. Really, really good bounce back from the Olympia, so I'm really proud of that already. So yes, we're gonna get out of here and go sort out our stuff for tomorrow. But right now, I'm feeling really good. That was really, really good showing, man. Really pleased with that.
Now, there is a lot of praise for Martin all over bodybuilding media. This guy continues to put on muscles in all the right areas, and it's all about the bodybuilding fans and how they should put more respect on Martin's name. He's put up together so well and so beautifully. He peaked so well, the hottest guy on the stage, that the term hard as a rock, and that granite kind of conditioning, that is suited for his physique today. So there is this one video that AJ Kelly posted on his IG after the prejudging that shows the massive respect between Samson and Martin. So it is a win-win for Fitzwater, as the Hosstile boys, they absolutely dominated the stage last night. Before you scroll or blink too hard, have you subscribed yet? Please don't make me bring out the emotional blackmail. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon. It's free, it's painless, and that makes me look way cooler than I actually am. Now the one question that is on everybody's mind, that is what happened to Keone Pearson. Now that some more high definition videos are out, you can see Keone was also in a pretty good condition, and he also brought a very solid look last night at the prejudging. And in my opinion, maybe we expected a bit too much from Keone based on his shape, his aesthetics, and this is his first time standing next to the bigger IFBB pros, the big boys in the men's open class, and somehow his crazy X-frame and the V-taper which we always talk about as the best in bodybuilding, and that it is, that just did not make him stand out next to all these big boys, and he was kind of looking undersized, standing next to a guy like Michael Krizo, who is just as big as Samson Dauda. So his response after the prejudging, that is also here, and it seems like he enjoyed his time on the bigger stage, but one cannot deny that the hype that was behind Keone making his men's open bodybuilding debut, and multiple people out there expecting him to shock the bodybuilding world and win this thing, that was pretty far from reality. So this also solidifies one thing, that Keone Pearson won't be switching over to the men's open bodybuilding this year or maybe even next year. In fact, he has to be very careful about taking this big step, and that is because of his midsection. And now that you look back at the statement that Lee Haney made, that Keone should not even consider moving to open bodybuilding, that kind of makes sense. But I definitely think that the judges should have given him a chance to stand next to Martin or Samson Dauda and see how they compare. Now Joan Pradells must be the happiest man on this year's Prague Pro stage, especially after the prejudging. So that is a star in the making right there. So he kind of hit rock bottom after pulling out of China Pro, which happened earlier this year. But he came back and he redeemed himself. So Juan made a very solid impact 1 week ago at the British Grand Prix and then here too. So in 2 back-to-back shows, and there is now zero doubt that this guy is gonna be a multiple times Olympian in the future. So, great job by George Farah and Michael Krizo, because this was undoubtedly one of the best Krizo that we have ever seen. And if you waited till the end of the prejudging, you could see Krizo was getting harder and harder, his physique was getting more detailed, and not to mention, the muscles were popping like crazy. Now one can only imagine how impressive this guy would have been if only he had a smaller waistline or smaller obliques, because in some shots, he appeared to be more muscular than Samson Dauda. And if he ever fixes his midsection, the obliques, the waistline, he will become one of the most dangerous bodybuilder in the men's open bodybuilding, who's gonna have that ideal X-frame, that perfect V-taper. So there was some discussion that even though Keone's structure, that is superior, he is going to give away so much in terms of size and the muscularity, especially standing next to a guy like Michael Krizo or Samson Dauda, that it's gonna be a bit too much for him to overcome with just his aesthetics and his shape. And that is exactly what we saw happening last night at the prejudging. Now Michael Krizo has always shown up pretty damn on and very peeled in almost every bodybuilding show. But the looks that we have seen from him this year especially, they are the best of his entire career, which solidifies not just Krizo as one of the best in the men's open, but also George Farah as one of the best coach in pro bodybuilding right now. So there was absolutely zero pressure on Krizo coming into this show, because the man is already qualified for the Olympia next year, and that also showed here. Now I personally think that Samson Dauda is gonna win it, but it's very close. Let me know what you guys think.